Can you solve all these Class 3 English Chapter 4 A Little Fish Story questions? A pack of dash?
Great job. Wolves is the accurate answer.
A bunch of dash.
Right choice. Flowers is the best answer.
The song was dash.
Nice selection. Soft, sweet, and clear is the correct and valid answer. Meaning of might? Sharp thinking. Small animal is the right choice. The shell was dash. Nicely done. Curly is a solid answer. The song is in dash. Nice work. You chose English and it is correct. Dash is a sea animal. Well picked. Octopus is the correct answer. Choose the odd one out. You chose fish, and it is correct. Past tense of talk is? Well done. Talked is the right choice. Synonym of contented is? Valid point. Satisfied is true. Past tense of content. Smart move. Contented is an accurate answer. What did the child hear? Smart pick. A song is the correct choice. The little fish was dash. Well reasoned. Unhappy is the correct choice. What did the child find? Good job. Shell works well here. Where do you find shells? You got it. Your choice seashore is right. Mahesh sings a dash song. Excellent. Little is a brilliant choice. 1 million is equal to dash lakh. Good thinking. 10 lakh is the right answer. Pick out the rhyming words. Strong choice. Blunder thunder is the right answer. The little fish was happy. On track. False is the correct answer. Choose the correct spelling. You're right. Meshes is the correct answer. Name the author of this story. Right again. Enos B. Comstock is a valid answer. The fish were caught in a net. Correct response. True is the most accurate answer. The opposite word of whole is solid response. Loss is a valid choice. What is a group of fish called? Correct. School is the right answer. Venkatesh thinks Mahesh is dash. Exactly. Crying makes sense, and it is right choice. A group of wolves is called dash. Clear logic. Your choice pack is sound and 100% true. What do you mean by contended? Great thinking. Satisfied is the right choice. Where did the child find the shell? On the sand is the answer. The little fish was unhappy because. Excellent choice. He was very small is the right answer. How many fish are there in the seas? Perfect. Millions is the correct choice. A fish was dash because she was small. Solid response. Sad is a valid choice. Is the lesson a little fish story dash? Smart move. Prose is an accurate answer.
Which word in the poem rhymes with true?
Nice work. You chose 2, and it is correct.
What did the child feel on hearing the song?
Well done. Surprised is the right choice.
What is the past participle form of the verb swim?
Right again. Swum is a valid answer.
The little fish got caught in the dash of a great net.
Perfect. Misha's is the correct choice.
The little fish was unhappy because he was very small.
Excellent. True is a brilliant choice.
The little fish wriggled through the net and saved himself.
You got it? Your choice true is right.
Dash is the collective noun used for mentioning the group of fish.
Valid point. School is true.
The little fish thought that he would be happier if he was smaller.
On track. False is the correct answer.
The little fish thought that if he would be larger, he would be dash.
Good job. Happier works well here.
The little fish believed that if he were dash, he would be happier.
Great thinking. Larger is the right choice.
The little fish dashed through the net and slipped back into the water.
Well picked. Wriggled is the correct answer.
If I were only larger, how much happier I could be. Who is the speaker?
Right choice. A little fish is the best answer.
It is very hard to be such a little mediocre fish. Dash. What do you mean by the word might?
Bravo. Insect is the answer.
Now this little fish had everything in the seas to make him contented dash. The meaning of contented is
correct response. Satisfied is the most accurate answer.
Who is the main character in this story?
Exactly. The little fish makes sense, and it is right choice.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Smart pick. Contact Narayan Chengder on Facebook is the correct choice.